Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are doing a brow tutorial and here is the final look of what we are going to achieve during this video. I have definitely grown out my eyebrows for you guys to really demonstrate. We're going to use the MintPear Brow Duo Brush. I'm going to show you a few different ways that you can use this tool. Beginning, we start by brushing up our brows so we can see the natural shape. And this will also help know how we're going to trim, if we need to trim, and if we do, I will show you exactly how to do it so you don't trim too much of your hair off. That's a bad idea. You can make your brows look too thin. I usually wax, but for the point of this video, I'm going to show you where I tweeze, if I tweeze, because I feel like this is the first step where people make a mistake by going too far. So as you can see, I've grown out my eyebrows quite a bit, but I'm not tweezing any hairs that are in my natural brow line that I want to keep. I'm only tweezing the hairs that are pretty obvious that they're outside of that area. And the point for that is to keep my brows looking more full naturally. And then of course repeat the process on the other side. I only wax or tweeze about once a month, so I go about 4 weeks in between. I know it's tempting when you see those little hairs growing, but it really will make a big difference if you get on the same cycle and all of your hair can grow together within about 4 weeks. So now we are going to trim the eyebrows. So I start by brushing the hairs upwards and I analyze to see how much of my hair is growing rogue and kind of out of that brow line. So I trim a little bit above where my eyebrow line is, so I don't go into the actual brow shape. It's right above it. And then I repeat the process by brushing the hairs downwards. And again, I will trim right below the brow shape, not into the brow, as you can see here. If you trim too short, you can create holes in your brow, and nobody really wants that, so less is more. And again, repeat the process on the other side. So right above the brow shape. And that will complete the trimming process. Now we're going to move on to filling in the brows. Today I've elected to use the Lorac palette, which is a matte palette. And the point is I want to show you or demonstrate the MintPear Brow Duo brush and how it applies powder. And most people have eyeshadow, so I figure it's pretty easy for you to attempt this look. Now it's important when you're selecting the brown to fill in your brows that you pick an ash brown, not a natural brown, and this will help prevent the brow looking reddish or unnatural. And I noticed in this tutorial that this color actually looks a little too natural brown, but it's actually very ash in real life. So I start with the 4-point method, and this is the inside of my nose, and I will line up the beginning of my brow. As you could see, I flipped around the bristles, so the long end is what I'm applying with, and this will help guide the line for me to fill in. You want to make short strokes like the natural hair, and as you can see, I started by brushing upwards, so it actually looks like natural hair, and I'm continually blending in a natural brush stroke so it looks like natural hair all the way throughout the brow. For those of you that are beginning, the arch is an angle from the side of the eye to the point, and that will be the highest point. I'm going to attach an image that shows the four-point method for you to follow too on my blog. And you flip the brush around and you can easily blend out the shadow with the spoolie ends, and this will help create a very natural look without any harsh lines. And again, I repeat the process on the other side. Something that's important, I get a lot of questions. How do you make your eyebrows look symmetrical or exactly the same? And the answer to that is that you can't. They're not twins, they're sisters. So try your best, but don't obsess over your brows looking exactly the same. It's okay, it adds character. And you know, the more you do it, the better you'll get. Practice makes perfect. But again, don't stress about it. No one has identical eyebrows. And if they do, they're not human. The spoolie really allows you to make mistakes, and it's forgiving because it allows you to kind of blend out if you've applied too much product. I like to clean up the finished look with a concealer. Here I have the Derma Blend, and this is just a concealer brush that I have. And I will take the outer shape of the brush and just apply the concealer. This will help define the brow, clean up any messy edges that I have, and also just help give a really clean look. So I always take this brush and this same concealer to contour my nose. I'm going to take the MintPear Beauty Blending Sponge and blend out that concealer and help really get a seamless, flawless look. I'm using the sponge dry for this tutorial, but you can use this sponge either wet or dry based on your preference. It's more firm than other sponges on the market, so you don't have to push so hard into the skin. You can use less effort to blend out your product since it's a more dense sponge. And this will help with preventing pulling on the skin, which causes aging, and it really creates a nice seamless look. We're going to finish the look for the brows with a brow gel. You can use any type of brow gel. For this tutorial, I am using the Benefit brow gel, and I will take the spoolie and just push my brows up and inwards, and this will help create a natural bushy eyebrow look. I'm sure you guys have seen that's really popular right now, so just having that natural look that's not so perfect is kind of what I'm going for, but you can use this brow to really lock your brows in place however you prefer. After I've applied the product, I repeat brushing out the product with the MintPear Brow Duo brush, the spoolie end, and this really helps to blend out the gel so I don't get any clumps on my brow. If I'm pretty close to someone in proximity, they can look at my brows and it doesn't look like I have a lot of product on my brows. They just look pretty natural and flawless. Again, blending is key. So you want to make sure that you have a really good tool to help you blend out the product so it doesn't look too artificial. final touch up here, and this will complete the look for you guys. If you have any questions on your own brows, I would love to analyze them for you and help you shape them. If you feel like you would like my opinion, you can email pictures of your brows to me at rita@mintpear.com, and I will help you shape your brows. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this with your friends and subscribe to the blog, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.